Welcome to Charlotte Bender Studios. This is Bright Lights Boogie. Well, it just makes you want to get up and dance a little bit, doesn't it? So this is the Bright Lights Boogie, and I'm so thrilled to be sharing this one with you today. There's a few things that we can work on together as we're learning this piece to help you become more confident as you play. So first of all, let's just check in about where the hands are beginning on the piano. Left hand, you have your thumb here on middle C, fifth finger here on F. This is an F 5-finger position. Second finger, you're going to go ahead and lift up to that B flat. You notice that you can slide the hand back just a little bit on those white keys there to help you. The hand is right in front of your body here. So left hand, it's very easy to have a kind of a collapsed wrist and an elbow tucked into the side. So I'm going to suggest you keep that elbow slightly out there and that you're making sure that all the fingers are full and supported. Right hand, you are also on middle C, so we're sharing. We often call this a butterfly position. So your thumbs are sharing the middle C. The first line begins with intervals of a third. There it is, left hand, 5, 3, 1, and right hand, 2, 4, 2. So that pretty much builds out. That entire first line is intervals of a third. So if you're just getting comfortable with coordination, right hand, left hand, that might be a place to work, is getting those thirds sorted out so you can play them confidently. At the end of this first line, we have the E flat there in measure 4. Right hand, that's you, third finger. And you'll notice on measure 8, it goes back to E natural. So that's the only accidental that you're going to find in the right hand. So I'll go and point that out. Now, the biggest question I get from students is what happens on the second and the third line? I'm not quite sure what I'm seeing here in the music. So there is hand crossing, just one time. So let's go over that. You notice hopefully that the right hand has notes mostly right here for the whole second line. You're right here. So all of that is the right hand. Left hand, you don't have as much activity. So what we're going to do is leave the right hand in one position. It carries most of the weight, most of the melody is in that right hand. So left hand, you'll start with a little bit there at the very beginning in measure 5. And then you're going to cross over right above the right hand pinky and touch the A flat right above it, and then you go back into position. So let's see what that looks like on the keys. You have the B flat at measure 5, and there's that A flat right above the fifth finger there. So as I leave the B flat in measure 5, I immediately lift that left hand and get it going into position. So that way it's ready. So that's a good place to practice right there. Noticing in measure 7, we go right back to the B flat. It's a point your finger both times you play it. So I think that will be helpful to remember those few details. And then we have also the question about the first ending and the second ending. So this piece is written that you play the first line and then you go to the second line, repeat back to the first line, and then you play the third line. So be cautious on that. You don't want to overplay a line that shouldn't be played but one time. So if I'm at measure 3, for example, measure 3, and this is the first time, so I go to measure 5, and back to 1 again. Measure 9, this is the second ending, louder at the end, please. So that can give you an idea of how the music works out there. Well, have some fun, have a little bit of boogie with your bright lights, and I will check in with you next time.